see. Go first one out, and I don't love his board. Really don't love his
Mm-mm.
board right now.
No.
It's it's unpleasant. That's an unpleasant board.
Yeah.
It, it's got
I
some plans.
yeah, I don't like yes, do it. There we go. Um, I don't I don't like the lack of yellow. There's just not a lot of good yellow that he can access up at the front.
I found it. It's on Influx's board.
Oh, it
That
is on
is that is a
Infox's
lot of
board.
yellow. Yeah, it pretty much all ended up on Influx's board, and holy cow. So, yeah, a lot of red on Arco's board, a lot of yellow on Influx's board. It is Influx with about a 5 virus lead right now, as Arco not going to take the horizontal. I was wondering if he was going to go horizontal or vertical on that one. But yeah, so far, Holden serve is Influx, as he is now down to 4. And you see him reducing his drop time as much as humanly possible.
Mm,
Influx hates his drop time, but he also, he plays like it's the SNES version, and he's got all the doubles waiting for him. He's out at 126. Good time.
very good time. Arco is down to 4. Two blues paired together and the red very wisely going for that blue. Usually that's what NES players will do since blue shows up the least.
It's not by much, but it is in fact true. And ask any blackjack player or roulette player what only a little bit really means when it comes to odds. It doesn't take much. And look at this board for Influx. There is nothing on his bottom row.
Mm,
That is the definition of a floaty board, and not what Influx generally likes, because it means drop time. There's
mhm.
almost no way to solve these without getting at least a little bit of drop time in the mix. However, if there is a way, Influx is going to find it, and looks like he is in the process of doing just that. Uh, has managed to get almost everything out of the way. There's one more blue, and he will be out at a 244.
And Arco, with 14 viruses left in this level, he needs a decent amount of blue to really get anything done that he wants to get done.
I'm holding
Um,
out for a blue yellows. Blocked it off now, though.
yeah. Well, he could take it from
Yeah,
the other side.
yeah, finally. He's been waiting around for that pill for a very long time.
Mhm.
But looking at at Influx, we see more yellow.
More yellow.
More yellow, and luckily getting a lot of red yellows, that is going to do a lot of good in reducing this. And that combo there down there at the bottom, very nicely done. I like the setup here. He's going to take this drop time to get a combo, and possibly, no, I think he's just going to go horizontal as Arco joins him in level 10. This barge of reds, what do you do? It's
You hope
it would
for
be
a red
nice.
blitz.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to handle some of these horizontally, but I think Influx was right. It just wasn't meant to be, at least at the level he was looking for. Kind of like that
Mhm.
D sandwich that really wasn't in the cards either. Interesting taking that horizontal first, because it did cause drop time, whereas this column one clear is not going to. He's out at a 420, smoking hot time, if you will, and looks
Oh.
to be in a good position. Packy didn't laugh when I did that on a post stream with him. But anyway, we are right here on this last level of the block, as Influx has a lot of horizontal opportunities, is starting to take those Interesting
Oh,
choice. Yeah, okay, I see what he was going
greedy.
for. That high speed was a little too much for that plan, though.
Yep, that was greedy, and I wanted him to take it, and he wasn't able to get the entire tuck. He would have if
Yeah.
he'd been on medium speed, but I'm not sure that Influx really ever plays on medium speed.
Yeah, it's really about what you got comfortable playing. A lot of
Mhm,
players oh, wow, look at all that blue on Arco's side. I just now noticed just how blue heavy that board is. Yeah, a lot of players, they just get accustomed to one speed, and it doesn't really matter. They're always gonna be faster pretty much
mhm,
exclusively on that same speed.
yeah, um, and it's we have top players on both speeds. Frank plays exclusively medium speed. Adelito and Influx play exclusively high speed. Um, Influx did tuck that a little bit early, but he's able to fix all of that.
It looks like he's planning this, exactly that. Now it's a blue
It's
yellow away, and there it
There it
is.
is.
So it's gonna drop everything down. And Arco has done a good job to bring this back. He's only within 10. It was a little bit closer than that just a minute ago, uh,
Oh,
but it is
no,
going to be
no,
influx
Ook,
with.
no. Look at the level.
It's over. Oh, yeah, I see. All right, so that is influx out at a 633. That is going to take the first crown, and Arco will be needing to reset and get to another shot at this one. Vlogs, I think, trying to do a no down press. No. Okay. All right. So we've got a reset there from Arco as Influx is readied up. Not readied up.
We do have a correction from Flindo. Thank you, Flindo. Yes, it's medium or high. Do not play
Yeah,
low.
definitely don't want to be low. Playing low.
Do not play low.
All right. We've got readies from both players. And here we go. It's three, two, one, and pills.
Now, Ook, what are your thoughts on these boards right now?
Eh, not very nice thoughts, I'll tell you that. Uh Really good plans from Arco over there on the left-hand side of his board, just to kind of make something happen. Meanwhile, Influx trying to get fancy here. You see he's doing it on both
Yep,
sides of the board.
yep,
Those drops are really gonna be helpful.
yeah, and that's not everybody does those, but um, some of our players do. I know it's a staple with Frank. I know Adelito does them. Influx does them. I try to do them sometimes, um,
And sometimes it's
but
just the most efficient play.
yeah, I think it was really born potentially out of a necessity where it was, "I cannot use this right now. Maybe I could just try to underclear it?"
Yeah,
Um,
and sometimes that is the way things will work.
so it Influx with a 5 virus lead at this point.
Interesting choice not taking that blue in column 7 first. But now I see he does have everything ready to go out at a 137 and gets everything going along here. Again, not any access to yellow in his top line
Ooh,
for influx, and now it's almost
it's
exclusively
just
blue.
blue. I don't like it.
No, no, this
I
is not friendly game design.
yeah. And Influx would say he doesn't like it. Arco's out at about a 2 minutes flat. I like his board better already than Influx's.
Oh yeah, that really doesn't take much, although I wouldn't say it's a great board either. I do like the plans here. That is
Ooh.
going to reduce all of his garbage. And yeah, we've now got a lead change as Arco has taken the lead off of Influx, partially on the merits of just really terrible board for Influx. But Arco doing really well to get himself back into this game. And he's going to be looking at an issue if he gets too many blue pills.
Yeah. Really, what Influx is down to 5 blues, 2 of them paired. So, really, nobody needs a whole huge amount of blue right now.
Yeah, but we'll see what the doctor orders as red being the order of the day for Arco. He is able to get some of that, but would really, really appreciate not a lot of blue or even yellow at this point. Just some reds to get him off the board as Influx back in the lead, but needs now a fistful of blues, as Packy would say, and they're just not coming for him. This has been
Yeah.
a really atrocious level for Influx.
Yeah, it's been really rude. He just needs those
Definitely.
2 blues. There we go. He's out at a 346.
Yeah. And Arco not getting good pills either. He's down to just needing reds and just a couple of blues. Is going to get this double red at a very fortuitous time, but is still going to be looking down the eight ball heading into level 10. Needs still another red and two blues. There's a red and a blue. Just needs one more blue. I mean, should we boycott the game? 417 is his time.
Um, Influx did some really nice maneuvering. There was a drop fat log that he pulled off that was really nice. He does have a 12 virus advantage at this point. It's a little bit spired over on really on his edge columns, column 1 and column 8. He is looking at getting those down at this point, though. So, um, hopefully he'll be able to avoid too much garbage with that blue. As I say that, he makes some garbage.
Gotta imagine that he was happy getting that horizontal earlier, though. It's one of those where he was
Mhm,
waiting around for the right pill, and it finally came around for him.
mhm.
Meanwhile, still sitting at 20 is Arco, and not having a lot of use for reds up until just recently. Uh, gotta gotta be a rough spot where he is, but you know oof, the pills are coming hard and fast at him. Feels like maybe there's been a couple of misdrops there. But anyway, out of the 543 is Influx into the final level of this block. And an interesting choice, putting that yellow on, or putting those blues on top of that red. But I see now he had a horizontal plan, and there it's going to drop
Mhm.
down. Only thing would have made him happier was getting that blue horizontal that early. But we
Yep.
do have Arco in the level with him. Gets a nice T there, and he is within six.
Yeah, and right now Influx needs a lot of blue and a decent amount of red and really not any yellow. So I feel like that's been some color being just not needed at all has been very much what's happened for basically the whole game, for one or the other or both at any given time.
I'd say it's a fair assessment of the methods that the doctor has employed for us tonight. But Doing quite well for both players, given everything else that's going on. And again, interesting choice for Influx, as he could have taken a red horizontally, just as he's doing now, decided to delay it so that he could manage to get a couple of other combos knocked out of the way a little bit more quickly. Looking really good for him right now to finish this level out pretty shortly, as he just needs a couple more blues and a red, and he will be out of this level. A double blue for him would be ideal, but looks like he is going to prioritize vertical then horizontal out at a 735. So GG's to Influx, who becomes the fourth member of our party tomorrow. A reminder that the semifinals and finals will be played tomorrow right here on the DrMC. And, GG's to Arco, who has made yet another run into the second round and put up a pretty good time here with an 803.